Like, girl, why are you lying to me? Why are you lying to them? Why are you lying to everybody? I don't understand why people who do this don't understand why they don't have friends. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back week after week, sharing your thoughts and opinions with me, boosting that algorithm a little bit. You are the reason that the channel is growing so rapidly, and I just love having you guys here. So I just wanted to say thank you. If you are new here and this is the first time you are seeing my face, welcome. I make weekly videos dissecting internet nonsense, so if you're into that type of thing or you like today's video, I hope that you'll consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out the channel and it makes sure that you never miss an upload from me. I know last week I did not mention the backdrop change that happened. The bricks are still here, but now you can see a little bit more of the office in the background. This is the result of us getting over a little bit of our millennial tendency to hold on to every single box that we have ever owned. They were filling up this closet over here and kind of crowding the office space a little bit. So I always had to be like pretty crammed up close to my desk. We have since decided to spring clean some of that out and have been able to rearrange. So we have a little bit more space, all the space for activities that we could ever need. So that is why this has changed. I'm looking forward to it remaining like this because it's nice to not be like all up in the camera, if you know what I mean. So hopefully you guys like this. And also, I don't know where you guys are in the world, but I am in Illinois. I talk about it frequently. But today we are vibing and hoping for some spring/summer weather because right now outside we are going through third winter, I think, at this point. I stepped out this morning like, oh, nobody told me it was gonna snow. And yeah, it's really cold. So I wore my palm tree shirt as like a, hey universe, give me some sun sort of vibe. So if you're there with me, you'll have to let me know in the comment section below. Okay, outside of all of those little updates, let's get into what today's video topic is going to be. Could you guess by the thumbnail, the title maybe, what we're going to talk about today? If you guessed that I found another TikTok artist who doesn't know how art works, you would be correct. I found a TikTok artist recently whose name is Bri or Bree. I'm unsure. They never actually say their name, so apologies if I'm mispronouncing it. But they are a singer-songwriter and they are looking to make it big, putting their music on TikTok. It's not dissimilar from what we've seen with other TikTok musicians who have now broken out, including Jax. Jax wrote the song about Victoria's Secret, and don't you dare say you don't know what I'm talking about, because it's that little earworm about how Victoria's Secret was made up by a dude, and it has never stopped playing on the radio ever since it got out of TikTok. I know you know it. Don't pretend like you don't, because I know you do. But anyway, it's very clear to me that Bri is here and looking to get her next big break off of TikTok. And this is no shade, but apparently she isn't well known because her music isn't taking off, even though she knows how to go viral.
I figured out how to go viral, but it rarely ever has to do with my music or anything important to me.
So she did something right, or I'm doing something horribly wrong and following all the wrong people. Because she popped up on my For You page, or her song did, I can't remember. But the song is cleverly titled Diet Culture. And since she has spoken about having an agent for her music, I'm not actually going to play the song Diet Culture because I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. But we will talk about it. So anyway, she popped up, and honestly, the lyrics to the song are weird. Again, we're gonna go over those. Like, I'm gonna read them to you like it's a poem. But that's not the weirdest part. Like, the lyrics themselves aren't the weirdest part. It's It's the videos that are right in line with fat acceptance talking points. It's very clear that this is who she's promoting to, because every single promo features her unbuttoning her pants or sitting in her underwear, pulling out her fat stomach and like jiggling it around for the camera while the lyrics play behind her. And it's just so genuinely weird and off-putting that I'm not going to include a lot of that in this video because, again, it's freaking weird. But I'm gonna let you take a look. We'll do that here. And honestly, it has nothing to do with her being fat. How can I put it? Generally, the tune of the song is catchy. Maybe I'll link one of the TikToks down below so that you can hear the tune for yourself, since I won't actually play it on the channel. But the tune itself is catchy. She can sing. She has TikToks of herself sitting in the park singing songs, and her voice is very beautiful. But it's something about the combination of the lyrics, the jiggling of the stomach fat, like it's all too much for me. And so I just want to talk about her today, and also talk about her not understanding that when you put your art on a public platform, people can critique it, and you have to be ready for that. And understand how art works. Not everybody's gonna like the same art, and that is just something that you can't control. It's an uncontrollable. So first, let's touch on the lyrics of the song specifically, because there are a few key moments in the song that also just rub me the wrong way. So let's talk about them. So let's start with the first part of the song. I'm going to put the lyrics on the screen so you can see them, and I'm going to read them to you like a beautiful poem. My smaller friend is bloated and has to announce it. My mother-in-law needs shapewear so her bits fit right. Oof, I don't know about you guys, but there's something about the word bits that just makes me want to like vomit in my mouth a little bit. It's very off-putting. Is it uncomfortable for you guys too? Just me? Okay, you'll have to let me know. Anyway, let's continue. Someone I just met jokes that they forget to eat until it's the middle of the night. And I know their worst fear is to look like me. And that fact makes me want to kill somebody. Some point later in the song, she says something like, "You look at me with pity. Just know I do the same to you. What a sad life, afraid to gain a pound or two. I know that feeling well, and I can always tell when someone is controlled by their food." So my first question is, can you tell when someone's controlled by their food? Because something that fat acceptance people really, truly hate and spew vitriol about quite frequently is that you can't judge people just by looking at them. But here, our little fat singer is telling us that she can tell when people are controlled by their food. How interesting. It's the same old song and dance with these people, isn't it? Like, don't judge me, but I'm gonna judge you. And I can tell everything about you just by looking at you. But you can't do that to me. You can't overgeneralize fat people. That's not allowed. Like, the rhetoric and the mental gymnastics. I'm at a loss. So, to add insult to injury, she made a TikTok on her page where people were commenting to her and saying, hey, there are people on the app who aren't fat and they're using your sound. That's unacceptable. Here's her response to that.
For my hair right now, I just hopped out of the bathtub. I understand the frustration that people feel when they see skinny people using diet culture. The song as a whole is about being fat, right? But that bridge without the context of the rest of the song, I am absolutely okay with any body type using the sound. As long as you are not using diet culture to promote eating disorders or weight loss, I am a-okay with you hanging out and supporting your body and giving it what it needs and talking about your journey with self-acceptance or whatever that looks like. I say that because there are lots of skinny people who are also disabled using the sound, and I don't want to cut them off from the conversation. There are skinny people using the sound who were body shamed or bullied or have eating disorders, and they want to talk about their own self-acceptance journeys. As long as we're not promoting eating disorders and weight loss, I'm cool with anybody using the sound. That's the end of it.
Did you hear it? She literally just said, anyone can use the song. There are disabled folks who are thin. I just don't want people to use my song, my sound, to promote weight loss. Well, I have a question. What if weight loss is part of my recovery from an eating disorder? Then what? I'm still not allowed to use the sound because I'm losing weight, but I'm recovering. Isn't that important? Shouldn't that be taken into account? The way that they make people ineligible to be a part of their group, their clique, their movement, just is so silly to me. And to be fair, I'm not salty. I wouldn't use this song anyway because I find it particularly cringy. But why? Why the exclusion? It's the one thing that I've never truly understood about this movement, is that they keep saying that they want to be inclusive, they want fat people to be included, they want all of these things to happen. Disabled people are allowed to use the song, but not if you lost weight. You're just automatically out. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. Let's get back to the point here. All of this was just one more reminder for me that they do not understand how art works. You don't get to control who uses your sound in their TikTok. That's not up to you. Songs are meant to be put into the universe. Art is meant to be put into the universe. And anyone can critique it. Anyone can vibe with it. It can resonate with different people from different backgrounds. And that is supposed to be the beauty of art. And yet again, we have another fat artist, another song about being fat they're attempting to gatekeep, which is just ridiculous because it's impossible. Like, you can't gatekeep art. That's the beauty of art. That people who have been marginalized and have been victims of violence or sexual assault, or of trauma, art is a way for them to express themselves in a way that may or may not resonate with other people. It's meant to be accessible. So it just drives me bonkers to see these artists, to see these fat activists think that anything that's made about being fat is beyond critique, because that's just not reality. It's just not reality. And I just want to point this out again because it really bothers me. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know, because we have talked about this time and time and time again. But once again, we have a person who is in a smaller body, maybe not straight size, but smaller body, telling people that are fatter than them that they should be happy and proud of their bodies, who are telling them to love themselves, and that if you lose weight, you can't use songs like this. Tell me you're trying to profit off of a trending movement without telling me that you're trying to profit off a trending movement, right? Like, a dead giveaway is the fact that she openly admitted to trying to go viral, right? We talked about that. She understands how to go viral. And then there's just the sheer number of her TikTok posts that feature her own song, her own song. They're all nearly identical. They're all of her lip syncing. They're like the one you saw before, and she is pulling out her mid-sized stomach and just trying to like shake it up for the camera, right? Like, look at me, I'm one of you, like my song, use it as a sound so I can become TikTok famous. Like, it just feels so icky. It feels so icky, and she's simultaneously telling people that they can't use her song. And so, it's just a lot. I found this to be interesting, so I'm just gonna throw it in here. As I was scrolling through her TikTok in order to make this video, I mean, good lord, I was doing it on PC and just, you know, using the arrow key to scroll through the videos like you would on your phone, and it literally kept popping up. And I was feeling a little extra petty, snarky, whatever you'll have it that day. So I decided to count them. How many times do you think she featured her own song in a unique TikTok on her own platform? I'll wait. Please guess. Type those guesses down below. 79. She made 79 individual TikToks using her own song, all of which were almost identical with the shaking of the stomach. And again, I was feeling extra snarky, and I know you guys know. If you don't know, be glad you don't know. But when Meghan Trainor was promoting her song Made You Look, it was wildly popular on TikTok, and she also made a lot of TikToks featuring her own song, so I was curious to see how many. That's right, I went back and counted, because that's who I am as a human. Meghan Trainor posted her own song 42 times on TikTok. 42! Which was still nauseating to go through. So imagine what it was like to go through 79 TikToks of the song lyrics. You guys, why am I like this? I really put myself through that just for this video. I hope that you enjoy learning that. It's mostly because I couldn't help myself. Also, just this.
I love this app because without this sound going viral, I would not have found the hundreds of body positive content creators that used this sound that are now flooding my feed. I'm so blessed. I love my life. And like all day I just get to scroll through hot people and my sound and repost their videos and comment. All day I'm just looking at beautiful, hot people. That's my life right now.
So she's here claiming that she's excited to see them using her video and that she didn't know that the body positivity community existed when she created her song. I cannot with this today. Like, that is such baloney. There is no way that she didn't know about them when she made those 79 cringy TikToks with these specific lyrics, pulling out her stomach and jiggling it around the same way we have seen fat activists do on TikTok. There's no way. Like, girl, why are you lying to me? Why are you lying to them? Why are you lying to everybody? I just don't understand why people lie about the dumbest things. I don't understand. It serves no purpose. And it makes you look not genuine. Maybe she's trying to make it look like she genuinely supports their movement instead of trying to profit off of them, but it doesn't come across for me. You let me know if it comes across for you, but it does not come across for me. She also mentioned in another TikTok that she knows she's conventionally attractive and white, but that she uses her platform to uplift marginalized creators and voices. And I just find that very interesting because she also has clips of herself wearing oversized pants and openly calling herself mid-size. I didn't realize it was possible to completely alienate the movement that you're working so hard to have make your music happen, right? To make your music come to life. Like, just openly disrespecting all of their talking points. And kudos to the body positive fat activist folks who are out there using this sound. Can we just give them a round of applause for supporting someone who openly negates their talking points by calling themselves mid-size and wearing oversized pants? I hope you guys had a nice little stretch, because the mental gymnastics are always at play. They never fail. They're always at play. All right. To wrap up this video, because I feel like I've been rambling for much too long, I just want to point out once again that the fat people who are the loudest in the fat acceptance movement are always proving to us how terribly judgmental they are, especially of their friends and family. Again, her lyrics judging her friend, judging her mother-in-law, those are enough to prove to me that she's judging them. But she also posted this.
My biggest pet peeve in the fucking world is when I'm breaking up with a friend and, like, it sucks and it's hard, and, like, one of the first things that they reference or say is, like, can you not, like, write about me? Or, like, I know that you're, like, talking about me in your songs. People love being friends with a songwriter when it means that they'll get, like, lovey-dovey references or, like, their name will be dropped in a song. But the second that they mistreat me and I, you know, write about it, they get so fucking scared. It's like, you love being posted to my socials until you blatantly, like, hurt me. Like, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Honestly, this clip reminded me of that one episode of Boy Meets World where Eric has to, like, kick out I think she's like a street singer, but she's a pretty girl and he's a teenage boy, right? So he takes her on a date. But then when he finally breaks up with her, she's able to write angry music, kind of like Alanis Morissette, and it launches her and she becomes super popular. But then she comes crawling back to him like, I need you to be mean to me again so that I can write another song. Like, who does this to people? Who's like, well, yeah, if we get in a little tiff, friend, of course I'm gonna write lyrics about you. Like, I wouldn't want to be your friend either. Like, that's kind of a mean thing to do to someone you claim to like. I don't understand why people who do this don't understand why they don't have friends. Like, it's not surprising to me. If you treat your friends terribly and then also post all your dirty laundry on social media or in songs, or I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. Have you heard this song? Have you seen it on your For You page? It certainly isn't getting as popular as she wants it to be, but it does exist. And again, what do you think about the gatekeeping of the art? Like, what does it mean? No, you may not use my sound or song. Like, how do they think they're going to keep track of that? By reporting people? I don't know. At this point, I don't want to know, but please let me know down below how you feel. If you've heard this song, if you've heard other songs you think I should talk about. I'm looking forward to reading what you have to share this week. Thank you all so much for being here with me again today. I will see you in the next one. Bye.